The opposition New Patriotic Party, we understand, has suspended the filing of nomination, which should have started today. You recall that when the party came out with some guidelines ahead of its May 24 primaries, a lot of controversies came up, especially concerning two main issues: asking only women aspirants or female aspirants to contest the certain 16 female MPs from the party, and also asking only indigents to contest coastal constituencies in the Greater Accra region. The National Council, which should have sat today, could not sit, and what we are picking up is the fact that the filing of nomination has also been affected by the process. We spoke earlier to Kamal Dean, who is National Nasara Coordinator for the NPP.
We're supposed to have a meeting of National Council to review some of the decisions that we took at NEC level. That I do know very well. As to whether or not our calendar that came out, that by 24th of May, we should be having our primaries, or we should at least have a chunk portion of our primaries. Bear in mind that we've intended to stagger, the holding of the primaries. Region by region, constituency by constituency. If it could be that in one region, some constituencies will not do the same day. We decided to stagger them. But we are saying that by the 24th of May, we should at least be able to do almost all. If not all, what will be left will not be that much and all that. That one we don't have much of a problem with it. Again, we've also given some filing fees that they need to pay, or candidates will need to, or would have to pay as their filing fee and all that as part of the process. However, we've not had so much of a problem on it, but it's all part of the decision that we took at NEC. Maybe there's going to be some revision on some of these matters and all that. So what I do know for sure is the decision on the affirmative action. Okay. Whether or not women alone should contest the women seats, that is where we had a bit of a problem. We're going to look at them and see if the need be for us to review our, to rescind our decision. We'll rescind. That is in the wisdom of the higher body, as it were.
You were supposed to revisit the issues in the NEC meeting, which you say you are supposed to be holding. Is it today? When?
Indeed, it was supposed to be today, but it has been postponed to Wednesday.
To next week, Wednesday.
Just Wednesday.
This very Wednesday. And what are we expecting out of this meeting?
Well, I wouldn't like to jump the gun. The point is that there's going to be some series of discussions in that meeting, and I believe that we're going to reach a conclusion where all will be accepted. A conclusion where we all accept, to be the matter or to be the decision that the party is taking. So to say that this will happen, that will happen, I would actually be jumping the gun. I will not be too sure what is going to be discussed there. But what I do know is that there's going to be a relook at the decision that we took at NEC, but not pertaining to the dates of the primaries not at all.
Okay, but going forward in terms of preparation and all those let me say criteria regarding the nominations and filing, how are you seeing the response? What are the kind of responses you people are receiving from let me say aspirants or interested candidates?
Well, as I told you, like I said, I was doubtful of the postponement of the date for the election. We did also take a decision as a body at NEC that by the 27th of this month, which was I think last Friday, all interested party executives who wish to contest the primaries will resign or should resign. Indeed, they have done that. I'm aware that many have resigned. Chairman for Colleague Clotte, I think it was on front page of Daily Guide or something. We have had an organizer in the Ashanti region. We've had many of them resigning to contest the primaries to become parliamentary candidates and all that. So that decision holds, and people have done that, have resigned and actually to move on. And that's what I'm saying, that the date also may hold or holds as well. Let's not forget all the decisions that we took. Both the affirmative action, even though they did not actually go down well with the people, still holds until otherwise happen at the National Council. So for me, now we have a decision as a party, but at National Council, when the review is done, and then we will look at some of these things, then of course we are going to have...
Is there any special reason why we are moving the NEC meeting from today to Wednesday?
Very well. You see, the Constitution is very clear. Our party chairman convenes a meeting you know, and as and when he thinks that yes, there are a lot of issues to look at, or he receives some calls from the party members or elders, as it were, in his wisdom, he can call for a meeting. It was originally slated to be today, but the reason that informed the postponement, indeed, is within the bosom of my party chairman and some elders of the party. But what I do know is that by Wednesday, the National Council shall come in. Let's not also forget, National Council constitutes members from all the regions. Some would have to travel from Western region, from other places to come in. Maybe there are some challenges I can't tell, okay? Maybe some other things happen to inform the postponement of the meeting to Wednesday. But by and large, I believe that the meeting will be held on Wednesday, and it's going to be a good course taken for the party.
Now, we'll keep an eye on this one too and update you as and when developments occur. Let's talk about final exams for final year students in senior high schools across the country. Now, over 268,000 candidates are writing the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, which starts today. Now, there are 20,603 candidates more than there were in 2014. 868 public and private senior high schools are participating in these exams. We've sent reporters across the country. Let's bring ourselves up to speed. What's happening? Let's start base with them now. We'll start off here in the capital city with Felix Akoya. Hello, Felix.
Hello.
Where have you been?
I've been to Accra Academy and hello.
Hello, Felix. You're on. I can hear you.
I've been to Accra Academy and the examination started at exactly 8:30, and they are doing the integrated science paper. Is the first paper they are writing. And the exam should end by 10:30.
I see. Now, generally, tell us about some of your observations on your trip to Accra Academy.
Yeah, when I got there, I actually got an interview with headmaster of the school, who also doubled as the president of CHAS. And indeed, he says Accra Academy is a depot where they keep some of the questions, and so everything has gone on smoothly. All the schools, received their examination papers and questions on time. And apart from that, everything they need to conduct the exams has been put, is already in place. And so everything is moving on smoothly. But apart from that, Kemni, one issue that has become contentious is the issue of third-term fees. And indeed, we've even received some reports that the GES is sanctioning some headmasters for charging these fees. So I put that question to the CHAS president, and he is very unhappy about the development. He feels that the GES and government is targeting headmasters instead of, honoring its responsibility. And indeed, he disclosed to me that subsidies for the senior high schools for second and third term have not been paid still. And so it's difficult for the headmasters to run the schools without the school fees.
I see. We'll leave it here for now. We'll continue this conversation in subsequent broadcasts, where we can go up north to the Upper West region. Rafiq Salam is standing by from Wa. Good morning, Rafiq.
Good morning, Kamini.
What can you report as far as the exams is concerned?
I can report to you that everything is going on well. At this center, the one senior high technical school is just at the heart of the town, and also moving to the part of the municipality where what senior high is located. I visited also. So at the one secondary technical, we have 760 students taking part in this exam. And then according to the supervisor, Mr. Alhassan A. Bafara, he told me that the exam started on time at just 8:30, and it's a 2-hour paper, and so everything was moving on well. And so from there, I moved to West Secondary School currently, West Senior High School, where I am currently located. And then in that school, 2 schools are taking part in the exam. WASEC is the host, but they are doing that to pass to Senior High School.
Hello, Rafiq.
Hello?
Reposition yourself so we can hear you clearly.
I am saying that what secondary school, what senior high school is hosting another school. And so what senior high school is even 605 students taking part in the exam. And in the school that are 7 are their guests. It's Tasso senior high school, and they are also writing the exams at the main 445 block. And so they are having 89 students. This is a private senior high school, and there are 89 students involved taking part in the exam. So the supervisor is called Pius Larry Azuma. Then Azuma told me that is more unwell. Just from 2 minutes ago, they just came over, and then they are now taking the objective paper. You remember the first 1.5 hours, they took the theory, and so they are just ended, and they are now.
Now, Rafiq, the Examination Council has indicated it would do all it can to reduce exams malpractices this year. What have you observed in this regard on your visits?
There are stringent measures. I can see policemen around. I can see more supervisors, would I say, more teachers in the midst of the students, and so everything is going on well. So where I am, I don't think that there can be any cheating taking place because the students are well catered for, and then the students, the eagle's eyes of the masters or the supervisors are on them. So there's no way they're going to be cheating here.
What can you say about logistics reaching areas like WA?
What can I?
I'm asking that what have you observed when it comes to logistics reaching areas like WA and perhaps beyond?
According to the supervisors, they told me that they had no problem with that because they took the delivery of the papers some few days ago, and so they had no problem delivering some of these so the exam papers to the centers or the logistics. You can see that the police station where these papers are normally lodged, it just a stone throw away from some of these centers, so they have no problem taking these papers to the examination centers.
Well, thank you very much, Rafiq Salam, for the report. Rafiq Salam joined us from WA, where he reports the exam is taking off smoothly. We'll visit across the rest of the region, so when I come back, don't go away.